Dancing. Puck is collected up by Moore to the offensive zone as Parento comes out of the box. Moore off right wing shoots. Frazee the save a little awkwardly. And Frazee's going to cover up as Moore gets a rough ride into the corner boards from Mark Frazier. That angers Parento. And he leads a charge of Wolfpack players into the fray. And boy, down on his back is Greg Moore. He may have been knocked silly here. Wow, Damian Hess is out to talk to Greg Moore. He is on his back and has not moved. I didn't think it was that hard of a hit. Mark, did you?
No, not at all, but I think he went awkwardly into the corner. But Moore was moving, and then he laid his head down. But there's no question that this is a lot worse. You're right. I think he knocked himself out, but they're immediately calling for the stretcher, I believe, to come out.
He's moving his arms, is Moore. And his left leg is flexing, but Damian Hess, the Wolfpack trainer, is stabilizing his head, and that usually means that there's some sort of neck pain involved or Moore was unconscious for a period of time. They are bringing the backboard out. So we're going to have an extended delay here as medical personnel for both teams as well as CMTs come out onto the ice. I don't know if they're going to replay that or not, but at live action, it didn't look like that hard of a hit to me. And I don't believe that Ian Croft has called any sort of a penalty. So they're going to work on securing the Wolfpack captain to the stretcher here. So an anxious moment here for both sides. As I said, I saw him move both his arms and his legs. So hopefully there's no immediate fear of any sort of paralysis. But we'll take a commercial break here while they attend to Greg Moore. It's 1-0 Wolfpack, 4:24 into the second period. This is WTIC, Hartford Wolfpack Hockey.
Did you know that AAA members receive discounts on everyday purchases? That's right. Just by being a AAA member, you're entitled to discounts on everything from electronics, DVDs, books, shoes, and clothing to prescriptions, home furnishings, hotel stays, car rental, and everything in between. AAA members saved an average of $98 last year in Show Your Card and Save discounts. Want to be one of them? Visit AAA.com/discounts for details.
Hartford Wolfpack Hockey on 96.5 TIC HD2, WTIC.com.
A scene you hate to see in the athletic world here. Greg Moore, the Wolfpack captain, down on the ice and being immobilized to be put on a backboard and then a stretcher. The hit was by Mark Frazier. And now Moore has sat up to the cheers of the fans. So at least they're not worried about him being paralyzed, obviously, because Damian Hess was holding his head, trying to immobilize his neck, and he would not let go if there wasn't absolute certainty that there wasn't a neck injury or a spinal injury. So that's good, and Moore's going to get up, so they won't need the stretcher after all. And that's a big sigh of relief. I imagine, Mark, and I'm no medical professional, that when Damian Hess got there, Greg Moore was unconscious, and that's a protocol when there's a loss of consciousness immediately to immobilize the head and neck and exercise the utmost caution, which is to go for the backboard and the stretcher. But luckily, that's not needed. Hopefully for the Pack, it's not a serious injury to Greg Moore, but he will go off to the locker room, and I'm guessing will probably be done for tonight, but at least he didn't have to be carried off. So we can be thankful for that. Face-off will be to the left of Frazee, who guards the goal to our right. There was no penalty.